I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging. Very stuffily vlogging. But today is going to be kind of busy day. I am supposed to be giving the is there something on my butt? No, that's like a reflection. I am supposed to be giving the release date for maybe next time today, and I'm just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable giving a release date on it yet, even though I do think that I'm kind of winding down towards the end of it, but I'm not ready to give a release date today. So I'm not, I'm just gonna push that to another day. My cover reveal was just yesterday, which it was supposed to be Wednesday, but it wasn't. Um, this house stuff has just been really consuming us, like, the process of looking for a house. The market, there's not a lot of inventory on the market. And it's been pretty stressful. We had put an offer in on a house, and it didn't pan out for some reasons that I don't even know. It was a good thing. It was a blessing in disguise that didn't pan out. So, no sadness or anything there, but we're just still looking. We're still looking. I've got quite a bit to do today. I bought a computer that I have to go pick up a little bit later. I've got to do a Zoom call to be certified as a standardized test proctor for my littlest, so that she can do her standardized testing here at home. Because I'm not taking her up to the school to do it. So there's that. Um, yeah, and then I just have like some other little stuff to do today. So we're vlogging. So I've got my breakfast. We're still fasting, and so we're being a little creative, being a little different. It's going okay. What's today? We started on the 4th, so today is day 11, and I'm surviving, but the cravings have been real, but so is prayer. So I am back home from the store. I really need to clean my desk off. Got mask everywhere. I really need to clean up, clean, clear all this off so that I can unbox the new computer. When I got it, the box is bigger than I was expecting it to be. But the reason I needed a new computer, I've been in the market for a new computer for a while, and this past was that before or after coronavirus? I can't remember if it's. I feel like I don't remember if it was before COVID or after COVID. I feel like it was maybe. I almost feel like it was before COVID, but I had purchased a laptop. I purchased a new laptop because I need something more powerful, and I had purchased a new laptop, and I got it, and I liked it well enough, but then I think it was after, because I think it was when we were trying to record a podcast. Yeah, I was trying to record a podcast and discovered that my webcam was not working, which was fine, for podcast purposes or whatever, because, you just need voice anyway. But so I returned that one and exchanged it for the same one, because I figured it was just like, it's just a problem with that one. Um, and then that one, the 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 trackpad, like the pressing and the keypad, wasn't working, and so I just returned that one and got my money back at that time. Because I was like, all right, who has time for this? Certainly not me. Um, So then I just went without for a while because I could not find anything, and I do not buy Apple products, um, as a matter of principle, just because I just don't. Um, and so, but with that said, it was a consideration because um, where's my scissors? MacBooks do have the specs that I need, but I still just I didn't want to buy one, but I was interested in having a larger monitor. Like I like a big screen, and I was interested in having the larger monitor, and so I had kind of been looking at monitors, but I still had the need for a more powerful computer. Like I still had that same need. And so this morning I happened to be looking, and I saw that Best Buy had a Dell, which I like Dell. My current my laptop that I use now is a Dell. The laptop that I had before that was a Dell, and I liked it. It's just not, it just was not powerful enough, and that purely depends on the specs that you choose. Is what it's all about. Um and so they have what I need, and I'm about to open it. Now that I've gone through that whole long spiel, I'm about to open this computer. So I did just a curbside pickup, and when they brought this out to me, I was like, "Oh, that's it." It's not expecting it to be quite this big. Eventually, I'm gonna get this thing out of this box. There we go. So making sure there wasn't no problem. All right. So there she is. I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way. It's got some weight to it. I wouldn't call it heavy, but it's definitely got some weight to it. But it's it's all in one, so everything is here. Um, it's very clicky, and I actually use a clickless mouse because I prefer just that quieter profile. Here's my batteries for anything. Thanks, I guess. And then there's the keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. And so there she is, and I'm excited. I'm probably not gonna use this. I'll probably stick with my ergonomic mouse instead. But I'm gonna put her up. I'm gonna see what she says. What should I name her? How do I turn you on? That's what she said. Y'all can tell I'm in full-blown silliness mode, but we're gonna get her started up and see what she can do. So I just popped a black bean burger into the air fryer for myself because I've got to eat something other than just that broccoli. Like, that broccoli is gone. gone. So what have I gotten done today? I've gotten nothing done today. Well, I did the Zoom for the testing, which that could have been an email, but I'm not even gonna get into all that. Got the computer. I gotta get everything. Well, that's finished installing, but now I have to get all my programs and everything over, and I'm gonna spend some time doing kind of some file cleanup and stuff to get my files transferred over. But I really like it so far. Like, I really like it so far. It looks pretty. on the desk. I'll probably, when we do this transfer, um, this weekend of moving my workspace back to the office space, um, I'll be using a different desk. I'll be using my other desk that's already down there. I'll be using that one. I had ordered a new desk, but I think I'm gonna return it because for one, I don't feel like putting it together, and for two, I don't feel like putting it together, and for three, I don't feel like having to take it down after we put it together because we're actively looking for a house. Like it's not just an idea. Like we're actively searching for a new home, and that's just one more thing that I'm gonna have to take apart, pack up, and move. And I'm really thinking about just returning it. Um, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I gotta get some work done. I gotta get some work done. I know this weekend we're gonna be making that switch of moving, my stuff back into the office, and Byron is going to work in here, because I need the space or whatever, and I think it's gonna help me be a little more patient with the home process, being back in my own space, and I'm hoping that it's gonna help me be a little more productive versus what I've kind of been what's kind of been happening with me now. There is always the chance that it's just going to be productive in a different room, but hopefully that won't be the case. But this book that I'm working on, like, Denver and Kansas are a lot. They're going through their stuff in their marriage, and I just want to pull them in, like, guys, stop. But they have to go through it, and once they've gone through it, y'all know what I like to write, so we know they're gonna end up in a good place from there. But just in the meantime, I'm like, stop, please, oh my God, stop being mean to each other. So yeah, there's that. I don't know what we're gonna eat for dinner today. I don't know what we're gonna eat for dinner today. I kind of think we might end up eating out. Because with the fast, there's certain stuff that we can have. Like we can have like one day last week or something like that, or they may have been this week. I don't think it was this week. Was it this week? But we have a little spot here that we got basically burrito bowls from, just no meat or anything, but just the rice, the beans, lettuce, tomato, jalapenos, guacamole. We can have all of that stuff. I might just make them at home though. I don't know. I don't feel like cooking, so we'll see. That's one of the things with the fast, but we press on. We still have, how many days did I say we had left? It's 21 days, and we're on this is day 11, so we've got 10 more days. And I think we'll make it. Well, we'll see. But that is my day today. Oh, I did get something done today. I got the paperback for the roast that got away. I forgot that I did not have that set up in paperback, so hopefully Amazon approves that for me today, so I can go ahead and move forward with with moving into with getting those books ordered, because today is the last day that the pre-order is open for anybody who wanted signed paperbacks. Today's the last day for that, and I'm going to order those tomorrow. Stuff is happening. I'm going to order those tomorrow. Today I was actually, I mentioned earlier that I was supposed to be given a release date for the book today, but I just don't feel comfortable with that, just because I've been so discombobulated and I've been so all over the place that I have not been as actively engaged in writing as I wanted to be. And so yeah, I'm not going to be given a release date today. I'll just push that, to another one. And yeah, I've got some different things coming up Reinvention of the Rose is going to hit the other audio book retailers on the 26th of this month. I don't know when it's going to be on Amazon. Amazon does their own thing. Amazon Audible, whatever, they do their own thing. I've submitted it. They'll put it up when they're ready to put it up, I guess. Who knows? And then later, we're thinking about Valentine's Day for the behind the scenes audio release. Yeah, we just got, just different things coming up. And I'm hoping that now that I don't even know how to phrase this, but I've got to pull back some from, the house search, because it's keeping me from being able to work. It's keeping me from being able to work, just the constant, like, what about this one? What about this one? Or whatever, especially considering that there's just not a lot here. But I think once I'm able to pull back from that, I'll be able to focus a little better and, kind of re-engage back into what I'm doing. And I think that's it. I think that's it for today. The rest of my day is going to be getting the new computer set up with all my my Photoshop, my video editing software, my Microsoft Word. I'm probably going to pull some file. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull some files over. If I had been using OneDrive, like I should have been using OneDrive, I wouldn't have to worry about this. I'd be able to just log in to my OneDrive. But I hadn't been, so there's that. But I think I could probably do some type of sync or something like that now without worrying about it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be on for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow we switch. Bye. Okay, so I'm down here in what is going to soon be my office space again. We have a project that we're going to do in here. Let me just show you. So this has been here since this was my baby girl's room. We're gonna do like a painting and put some texture and stuff here, and then we've got to like kind of reorient all of this mess and move some stuff around. But I'm excited for what it's gonna be once it's done. The lattice, that's what we need.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Main thing, we gotta make sure they're not beamed up.
Yeah.
They're already primed.
I'm gonna pick up this big stuff, okay? Hi boys and girls, what you see us using right here is a laser level with a stud finder on the back. We're going to use those magnets and slide it along the wall to find where the screws that are in the studs are. Stud is going to be to the left or right of outlets because it has to be connected. The outlet has to be connected to a stud. And so once you feel that magnet catch, you know you're on a stud. Now that we've found our stud, we're going to move that around to make sure that it's nice and connected. Then we're going to adjust to make sure that we are level so that we can create a level line up and down the wall. Once we've got that laser level giving us our straight line, we're going to use a straight edge and a pencil to make that line on the wall. Based on that line, we'll know where to go. You can find a stud every 16 inches along your wall. We're going to show you, starting from that line that we made on the wall, we're going to put it on the 16, and then if we make a marking 16 inches over, we're going to make a marking right there, and that, when we put this laser level back on the wall, that should be around about where we find a new stud. Boom, there it is. Now we're going to make a new line based on where we found that stud. The reason this is so important is because studs are the real structure and strength of your wall. If you're going to be hanging something, you need to know where those studs are so that you'll know where your strength is. So thank goodness Byron knows math and tools, because we've had a few problems. It's getting a little late, and we're only gonna be at this for about 30 more minutes tonight, but it took us a bit to figure out the exact angle for one, and I say us, Byron figured out the exact angle to, for everything to line up like it should. And then we had a problem with the nail gun as well, but he figured that out too. So he is outside cutting more boards, and yeah, again, we're just gonna see how far we can get. As you can see, we got one piece up on the wall, but we have that one piece, up. We're going to do that along all of the chevrons. The lines that we made, like was explained before, those are the studs. And so we know we need to nail into the stud to keep it nice and secure. But yeah, we're going to do all this and then paint over it, and I think it's going to look really nice. Really, I think it's going to be a really nice feature accent wall. Why, yes, we are still trying to figure this thing out. This is another one of those projects where you see it on YouTube and it looks really simple, really fast, really easy, but then in practice, not so much. So what had happened was we started putting them up and we discovered that we were leaning, okay? So we only had the diagonal, vertical. This is vertical. We only had the vertical lines at first, so we had to come back and add the horizontal lines at the top and bottom of the dips on the hills and valleys to make sure that everything across was, to make sure that our chevron ends up straight going across the way we need it to. So yeah, we learning, we figuring it out. We figuring it out. And so I know it's not obvious here, but this is the moment where we decide we are done for the night because it's all just too hard. It's Sunday now, and I came down here to come look at this. Like, I fully believe like it's gonna look really, really great when it's done, but I'm just thinking about all like the trials and tribulations from yesterday, just trying to get this figured out. We did not expect it to take just a day, even though I won't even say it could have been a simple project, but we always, you're on YouTube and people are making their DIY videos and they say, yeah, this is only going to take you, like a day, something like that. No, not if it's going to be done right and well, for some things. And this is definitely turning out to be one of those things, but I think it's going to look really, really good when it's done. So, what we're going to have to do today is these horizontal lines. We did one yesterday, but we're going to have to do, did I say that right? Horizontal, vertical is up and down, horizontal. Okay, yeah. The horizontal lines, we're going to have to do those. What we ran into is that I think when we first did the stripes, when this was Zoe's nursery, I really don't know like what we, like I think I did a dot grid and then I just connected the lines through the dot grid. I don't know that we necessarily came up with an angle so much. And so now trying to replicate the chevron, like there was just a lot of trial and error, but we're going to get it worked out. And I think it's going to, look good. I think it's really going to brighten up the space and all of that once it's done. So once we decided, you see those dirty fingerprints, kids, I got wipes right there. I'm going to grab them here in a second and do something about that. But, once we decided to switch office spaces back so that I could have this space back, it's kind of a holdover or whatever until we move, or we're kind of considering putting an addition on our house. We it just kind of depends. But anyway, this was actually Byron's idea because he knew, that having like that true office space that wasn't just something that I was making work, something that was truly for me. He knew that that was really important to me. And so like I was like, oh, you wanna do a project? So and I'm really happy that we're really putting this in to make this office space like a really nice space for me to be able to come and write some books. Now I guess I gotta write some books. Right. So in addition to working more on this project, my girls both need their hair washed. And I need to do a sample Sunday. Today is supposed to be my last sample, but that was based on a different release day that I don't think I'm going to meet. So I probably am still going to do the sample, but I don't know if it's going to be the last one or not, but I've got to get that up. We've got our business meeting today where, I sit down with my husband and we talk through, everything that needs to get done, everything that hasn't been done, everything that's going to be done, and all of that for Warm He's Creative. And I've been so out of the loop this week. I think that I did everything that was on my to-do list from last week, so at least there's that. But yeah, that's gonna be a necessity today. I'm back. Sorry. I want y'all to tell me something. So in cleaning out the office or whatever, I have come across all these like tote bags, cups, buttons. I've got some books and stuff. And what I'm thinking about doing is like a blind box where or like a mystery box where you would order the box or whatever, and it would be like $15 or $20 shipped. It wouldn't be very much. Most of that is the shipping cost. But yeah, you wouldn't know what you're gonna get, but it would be a way for me to like, I need this stuff out of my house, and it's stuff that that if we had been at events or whatever, it's stuff that I would have gone through at events, but I haven't been at events, so I'm thinking about it. Let me mull that over. Y'all tell me if y'all would be interested in something like that, or think other people would be interested in something like that. I am feeling crazy stuffy. So Byron is outside in the garage, cutting the rest of the pieces by himself, and I am about to go ahead and tape off the floor or the baseboard and the ceiling for when we paint. Now we are cooking with gas. We got all the boards cut. Now we're just putting them up. You see me handling that nail gun like a pro. But we get this done. But what we run into is that over on the ends, it's not a completely full board. And so we're going to have to kind of go back to the drawing board, or Byron is going to go back to the drawing board, do some measuring, and figure out what cuts we need for those pieces on either end. No worries about that though. We get that wrapped up pretty quick, get the rest of the pieces on the wall, and then we need to caulk along all these lines for a nice smooth finish. Hey kids, it's the next morning. We gotta sand, fine grit, sandpaper. We gotta make everything all nice and smooth. So the goal here isn't to gouge or make a dent in the wood, it's just to leave a nice smooth finish. After you've puttied over your nail holes and done your caulking and all of that, you want a nice smooth finish so that when you paint, everything looks nice and uniform. All right, we got it. You found a spot?
I was just going back and double checking.
We think we got it sanded. Might have to go back and hit a few spots, but now we taped off, and over here we just taped past the edge a little bit to get where, when I did this before, I got paint on the wall over here, and we don't want to have to repaint the whole thing. But we got the ceiling taped, got the floor taped, or the baseboards taped, and we're gonna prime and paint. So can I just say that we hated this primer? Like when we first started with this, we were both like, what is this, honey? Well, Byron wasn't, I was, because I really expected the primer to be a lot thicker or just something. And so we end up doing several coats of the primer to make sure that we have the best blank slate possible. First coat of primer down. We did expect the primer to be a little thicker than this, but we're gonna do another coat on the primer. But I do think that we kind of already see the difference that it's gonna make, the difference that it's gonna be. So I'm excited. So here we have a second coat. As you can see, that's going on much better, making a much bigger difference in getting that color behind us. I'm still just not sure what that was about, but we made it work. So this is where we start to paint, and this is where I second guess myself. I know it's not really visible on camera, but we're actually painting this wall a very light gray. And while I'm very happy with how it turned out, there is still part of me that's like, maybe we should have gone bold. But I know that I'm going to have this behind me. This is going to be my backdrop when I'm filming and stuff. And so I know this is for the best, and I really think it turned out beautifully. All right, so we're looking a little different from that first clip I showed you guys, right? No, I did not have it all cleaned up yet, and all the books and stuff need to be arranged still, but we gotta paint it, we got it done, and I'm so excited, so happy to be in my office space now.